find the house okay?
Yes, I did. Sorry I'm being like a little
No, it's alright.
weird.
This is like weird.
No, it's not. It's not so much that it's weird. It's well. You mind if I just like look around?
Oh, go for it.
You okay?
I don't know.
What Manzi doesn't know is that I am waiting for him right behind that curtain. Mike Manzi is a math tutor. A smart guy who suspected something seemed weird in our sting house.
You mind if I just like look around?
Oh, go for it.
You okay?
But he never calculated that I would be the one behind the curtain.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Good.
Why don't you have a seat right on that stool, please?
Sure.
No, right here, sir.
No, I know.
Please, right there. Go ahead, sir. Sit, please.
Okay.
I need to talk to you.
Well,
What are you doing here today?
well, I'm here because I was slightly concerned.
Concerned about what?
Well, concerned because she's talking to people that are a lot younger, a lot older on the website.
Now, why were you so concerned about a 13-year-old girl?
Well, she's talking to other people that are obviously the same age as me.
And how old are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32?
Yes.
So you came over to make sure she was okay?
Well, I came over just to make sure that
Everything was fine?
everything was okay. I was not.
So you were going to search the house just now to make sure, what?
Well,
Bad guys were here?
Well, I mean, I don't know. She could come. She could be here with a group of people, for all I know, and she obviously was. I mean, don't you think? Don't you think that would be like a safe idea?
What was today's lesson supposed to be?
Today's lesson for me.
Today's lesson from you.
Today's lesson from me was to not, unfortunately, really worry about other people.
Now you're a tutor,
Concerned with-
correct? Mm-hmm. And who do you tutor?
I tutor our these ages, older ages.
What do you tutor them in?
Mathematics.
Mathematics. Mm-hmm. What about smoking marijuana?
Well, I mean, it's not really something that I try to tutor people in, but
Well,
still.
it seems like it from the chat here. Well, you're cool and cute too. I just know I could get in trouble even talking to you, you know.
Well, yes, of course, but you know, look, may I please leave?
Not
I'm
just
not.
yet. Not
Okay.
just yet. I have some more questions for you.
Will I be able to leave after your question?
Did you blaze?
Wait,
Yes.
sir?
Yes.
Wait, are you answering me or are you reading stuff?
Yes. You can leave after I ask you a couple questions.
Are you sure? Are there police outside or anything?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Please, sir, can you please just tell me? Because I really can't.
So what it looks like, Mike, is that you came here
Mm-hmm.
to smoke weed with a 13-year-old girl, and then whatever was going to happen was going to happen.
Yeah, but that's not entirely what was going on.
Explain it to me.
I just told you I was coming here to make sure everything was okay.
Right.
It really wasn't that far. I wanted to make sure that there was no like obviously like she invited me in and there were not.
So you were just being a good Samaritan today.
Well, I was trying to a certain extent, but like, you know, I was coming here to make sure everything was okay.
13-year-old girl.
I deal with kids all the time.
Right. Would you think that the parents of the kids you tutor would be comfortable with you coming to visit a 13-year-old girl after talking about smoking marijuana and hanging out?
Probably not. You're
Probably
right.
not.
You're right.
Now you tutor kids.
Sir, may I ask you a question?
Yes, you may.
First off, that is not completely true.
I have a couple more questions for you, though.
I really don't want to answer any more questions, and I feel.
Do you have marijuana with you?
No, I do not.
Is it in your car?
No, it is not.
Then why did you say you were going to come over here and blaze? What's the lighter for?
I smoke cigarettes. They're in my car.
Again, you see how this looks.
I know how it looks, and I'm
A
sorry.
32-year-old guy who deals with kids all the time comes over to visit a 13-year-old girl who's alone after a discussion about smoking marijuana together.
Sir, I understand this. I'm sorry.
That's you, right? Do you blaze? Did you blaze? Yes. You're my soulmate. You call a 13-year-old girl a soulmate?
We were just talking. Come on, please.
Come on, you're 32. You got nothing else to do on a Sunday?
I'm gonna watch football.
Yeah, here with a 13-year-old girl after you blazed. You see how this looks.
I know how it looks. I'm very sorry. May I please leave?
There's something you need to know.
Is there cops?
There's something you need to know.
Please.
I'm Chris Hansen.
No, you're not.
Is I?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Please let me go home, guys.
Sir,
Guys,
it'd be best if you went out this door.
No, because I'm gonna get arrested. I know what's gonna happen. Sir, I really can't afford to do this. I can't. I'm really not here for any malintent. I really can't. Please do not.
But look at the chat.
I really just want to... Please let me go home, guys. I'm gonna get arrested going that way. Please, no, I can't. I can't. I won't. Please.
You can't go this way.
Please, man.
You can't go this way.
Guys, oh, this is horrible.
Do you think he was up to more than just sharing a joint?
You know, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's hard to say, but that's an example of somebody that we entrust to make our kids and child's lives better. You know, it happens all the time. We have baseball coaches, we have tutors, we have piano teachers, gymnasts. We have all these people that interact with our children, and we hope that they're guiding them in the right way. This is an example of somebody that certainly was inappropriate and guiding that child in a different way. But clearly his behavior is inappropriate.
Manzi dodged a big bullet. You might say the teacher learned the lesson today. Don't contact underage children.
Hand behind your back.
Guys!
Hands behind your back.
Guys,
Face the wall.
Criminal attempt to commit risk of injury to a minor. He pleaded guilty and got a suspended sentence of 3 years and was placed on probation.
Obviously, we know, kind of what happened, but we want to get into a little bit of you and kind of, what your thoughts were about this, and just kind of figure it all out. Okay. All right. So let's go back to like the very beginning of how did all this start?
Well, just talking online, really. I mean, just talking to random people. I mean, I've been going through a lot of things recently, and seeing a therapist and a psychologist right now. Just trying to work out a lot of issues that I have, etc.
Are you married? Single?
No, not single. But I've been, just going through some rough patches, and I'm looking for an outlet to be able to try and speak to people, and just talk, and that's where I was. Just the app was kind of giving me.
Now, what app were you using for this?
I guess Whisper was this one that I was talking.
Yeah. Are there others?
I know there's. Well, I mean, there's Whisper. There's I guess the other ones are. There's Scout. There's I guess just basically that.
Are they really dating sites?
Well, some of them are. Some Whisper is not a dating site per se, and neither is a Scout. Might be more along the lines of a dating site. Yeah, stuff like that.
So there's things like Snapchat or
no,
Kik or Instagram.
I've used them in the past.
Right.
Not
Facebook, like Facebook Messenger or something.
Well,
like that.
yes, but that's like between friends and stuff. So, yeah.
So up until yesterday, actually, I never heard of Whisper. So tell me how it works.
People will just post things on there, and if you feel like it's interesting to what you have to say or what you want to do or say or whatever, then you answer it.
Is it like you create a profile?
No. It's all anonymous. People just post things up online, and that's that.
Is it regional?
I guess so.
Okay. Again, because I've never actually even seen it. I've just didn't hear about it.
It could be.
So you just post something on like a board or a site.
Yeah, exactly.
And then people look at it. You put your picture up there, that kind of stuff.
I mean, you could if you really want to.
All right. So tell me about how you started meeting with or chatting with.
I remember just chatting with her. Really.
What's her name?
I really don't know. I don't remember.
At
this moment. I might remember it during our conversation.
Yeah.
Considering all the stuff that's coming
to
me right now.
About how long ago do you think you started chatting?
Oh, it had to be a couple days. It was only a few days. It was probably.
Today's October 4th.
Well, today's Sunday, right?
Sunday.
So probably Thursday. Thursday or Friday.
That's the first time you had any contact with her?
Yeah.
And how did it start?
Well, she had a posting up on there about people wanting to come, people chilling and things like that, but that they might as well bring bring some food or she said something about chilling in Netflix and that they should be bringing food and and I guess marijuana. Yeah, is what her post had said. So they didn't say anything about anybody's age or anything else whatsoever. You know.
So you guys started chatting.
We just started chatting that way, you know, and then like throughout the conversation, later on throughout the conversation, you know, obviously it come out how old she was.
Yeah.
But our conversation, we were just chatting the entire time until then.
Remember what kind of topics you guys were talking about?
We spoke about food.
Yeah.
We spoke about weed. We spoke about hanging out. And watching TV. And that was mostly it. We didn't speak about any kind of like sexual things or whatsoever, which is, you know, this is a 13-year-old, you know, obviously. Obviously, maybe not obviously, you know.
Yeah.
So, but that was the bulk of what we spoke about.
Food, weed, and just hanging out.
Pretty much.
What did you think when she said she was 13?
I mean, at first, you know, I was a little alarmed that, you know, of the age, you know, but with, you know, I really felt like there was definitely a position that she was putting herself in that wasn't going to be a good one.
Yeah.
You know, depending who, you know, she could have been talking to somebody else who wasn't like me, you know, and they might have tried to do something else to her or tried to act in a certain way, you know, to really harm her or to have more of a sexual intent to go in with her. Yeah.
So at what point? She told you she was 13. And you continued.
Well, we did continue talking. Yes, we did. We did continue talking.
About the same type of things.
Basically, yes.
Food, weed,
you can
chilling.
I think you have.
Yeah, I have.
So you can see it. You know. We never discussed doing anything sexual to each other. We never discussed making advancements towards each other like that. I mean,
I read through them.
Yeah, go ahead.
There wasn't any explicit sex talk. You threw a couple pieces of bait out there for her to see if she'd bite at it.
Well, not necessarily. If you want, you can pull it out, and I would like to look at it.
Yeah, well,
but definitely.
Yeah, no, there was no straight sex talk.
Yeah, I mean, we're just talking here too.
So,
I think we're just talking.
Yeah, we are.
I feel relaxed.
And that's good. I'm glad. That's just,
yeah.
It is important for us to kind of get this out.
Yeah, I mean,
because right now we have Mike, a 32-year-old from Stanford or New York, who comes to Fairfield to meet a 13-year-old girl.
Right.
It's a problem.
Right.
So that's why I need to kind of get through this. So just top of my head, without digging through all these, you know, she mentioned that she cracked her back and she does yoga. And then, you remember what you said?
No, I don't. But you can.
How's your downward dog?
Well, okay, yeah, that's a yoga move still. But
it is, but
yeah,
like, come on.
I mean,
I'm a guy, you're a guy. I get it.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How's your downward dog? LOL, I think is what it was. So, I mean, how old are you?
I'm 32.
All right, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm almost as long as you've been alive. I know. I text people. You know, I know.
Right.
Throwing it out there a little bit, see what she says. She didn't bite at it.
Well,
whether, you know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I read all these. I mean, there's there's pages and pages. And most of it is, you know, just
like I said,
food, weed, chilling.
That's what I said.
Every once in a while, you threw a little bait out. You threw a little.
Yeah, but I get.
You know
I get where you're trying to go with this, but regardless, like, I know what the conversation mainly was. Right. I mean, and you do too.
Absolutely.
You know, so you're not
absolutely.
You're not disagreeing with me.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not.
Just make
sure. But you disagreeing with me that
I'm
kind of threw a little like.
I'm disagreeing the intent that you might be feeling like I was trying to get from it.
Right, to see if she would say, would you like to see it or anything like that.
Well, I mean, I can't, that's not where the conversation was going, nor intended to go anywhere, because
Which is not what I said.
Well,
all right. So you talked to her for a couple weeks?
No, a couple days.
A couple days.
Just a couple days.
Then how do we get to today?
Well, we get to today because she had been talking about trying to meet up and hang out. And I had agreed, I believe. And I was quite hesitant about it several times. And about her coming to, coming to Stanford or coming up to see me, which she also said she could do. But in any event, so basically that's, we had discussed it, and that was basically where we went.
When you made plans to come up?
Well, I made plans to try and come up here and just to see what was going on.
And what were you guys going to do today?
Well, I was coming over here. All I knew there was a 13-year-old girl. I did not know. I didn't even know if she was 13. She said she was 13. How do you know if she's 13? How do you know if I'm 32? Other than my age. But like I've been, I came up this way because I wanted to see what was going on, and obviously I did find out what was going on.
What were your plans to go to?
What were your plans? My plans strictly were just going to be hanging out. That was it. That was my only plan. That was the end of it. I had no other intent with this girl whatsoever. Because, like you said, and I said before, she was young. She's 13. So that, that's not the type of person I am. So.
Did you understand the repercussions of potentially hanging out with a 13-year-old?
Well, no, actually, I did not. I didn't realize that just by the act of you going to hang out with somebody who was under a certain age would actually get you in trouble. So I did not know that.
That never crossed your mind?
It did cross my mind for a moment, but I didn't think that I actually could get in trouble going to hang out with her. I mean, I did say to her, obviously a couple times, like that might, I might have trouble if that was, if I did go, but I'm not.
Yeah, well, you're cute and cool too. I know I could get in trouble for even talking to you.
Oh, there you go.
So,
then
you knew there was.
Then I must have been some issue, but I really didn't think that I could go and get in trouble 100% going to hang out with someone who's
a 13-year-old girl, knowing that her parents aren't home.
Well, if I'm not doing anything that's number one, anything that's sexual, or two, trying to do anything along those lines.
Right.
People do this all the time when they go meet up in the mall and go hang out, and they're out in public. What's the big difference?
The big difference is 32 and 13. That's the difference.
I understand.
You get that?
Age.
You get the difference?
No, I do. I understand the age difference.
It's important that you understand it.
I do. I understand the age difference, and that's why I really was not intending on doing anything with this girl, because she was young. And like I said, if she had met somebody else who maybe didn't have those intentions, or did have further intentions, worse intentions, she could have gotten really in trouble. She could have gotten hurt, perhaps,
So, if I remember right, did you say something when you were at the house that you came there to kind of teach her that you weren't that this was the wrong thing to do, to meet somebody?
Well, I didn't necessarily say it like that. Yeah. I mean, you're phrasing it a lot better than I had at the moment, because I was so like,
you were taken by surprise.
Well, yes,
Was that just?
May I ask for a second, because of just a little, I know this interview, and I know you don't know me, and I don't know you, but you do seem like a nice guy, and I don't know what your impression is. Of me. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the paperwork, and me sitting here,
right?
But like, I don't know. I'm just like,
No,
are you? I know you're not trying to like be my friend, but you seem like a nice guy. I'm
And I
trying to
am.
talk to you. I'm not,
And that's
I don't want like. Again, I'm sorry.
I have, believe me, like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not sitting here judging what you're doing. My job is fact based. It's
Right.
what happened.
Right.
And I want to get a clear picture of what happened and how we got here.
Right.
That's it. I'm not judging you. I'm not thinking what's wrong with you. But if you say something that I think we need to clarify, I'm going to say, I'm going to clarify.
Of course.
So,
of course,
so when you talk about going to the mall to meet somebody,
I'm just
that's a little
saying.
different. And I know
That's
you're
why
just right.
That's why I said it, because to me, like that's no different than what just has transpired.
I got it.
It almost isn't any different. But go ahead.
So had this, let me just put a hypothetical out there. Had this not been what it was with us there, and the other people there, and it was you and this 13-year-old girl, what do you think would have happened to them?
Well, I could only tell you what would have happened on my end.
Yeah.
Number one. Number two, I would have gone there, and she said that her mother was coming home today.
Right.
Until about 6 o'clock. So I was going to go there. I was going to go hang out. And if her mother ended up, coming in, I would have explained to her what was going on. But that, besides that, that would have been, that's all I would have done.
Were you guys going to go out to eat or anything? I know you guys talk about food a lot in here.
We did talk a lot about food, but we didn't.
I was getting hungry kind of. Actually,
I wasn't sure. I have no idea of what was,
You guys talk about weed a lot.
Yeah, we spoke about that a little bit. Yeah.
Was the plan to smoke and eat?
I was planning on trying to just like I said, being there, make sure things are okay. I would have definitely sat down and ate. I would have hung out, but that's pretty much it.
All right. Do you have any weed on you?
Not when they arrested me.
So you didn't bring any weed?
I don't have anything at all. They gave me a ticket.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
They gave me a ticket for having paraphernalia.
All right. Where was that?
Huh?
Where was the paraphernalia?
It was in my vehicle.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you have any marijuana in your car?
I think there was a little bit less than. I don't know. They had the ticket downstairs, but yes, there was.
All right. There was some marijuana. So, safe to say that had there been a 13-year-old girl, you would have sat down, hung out, had some food. Maybe talk about blades, like got some stuff out in the car you guys would have smoked.
Well, I really can't. I really can't tell you.
Can't or don't want to?
No, I really just can't tell you because it's really first.
Well, that's
you're going there and you're trying to get a feel for the person and see what situations like. I mean, that was the intent of. I mean, you've got it right here.
Yeah,
you can go ahead and bring it up. I'll talk to you about it.
Right.
I have nothing to.
And I didn't smoke, LOL. I could fix that.
Oh,
I believe that's what you said.
Yeah.
Did you blaze? Throwing it down. Definitely blaze beforehand. I just blazed, don't tempt me. So, obviously, how often do you smoke marijuana?
I
Decent amount?
probably smoke a decent amount, yes.
Do you smoke every day, then?
Probably close
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
I go through ups and downs really with it. It's like there's a very long period of time where I do not smoke at all, and then I start smoking again, and then it's just like, yeah, it's just not good. Yeah, it's just not good.
Have you ever been arrested before, Frankie?
No.
Never? All right, so you understand why we're here.
Oh, of course, 100%.
We have a 33-year-old guy talking about smoking marijuana, hanging out with a 13-year-old, drive from Stanford to Fairfield with marijuana, and what kind of vapor is that? Is it liquid?
Oh, that was
How's that?
that's
I mean,
like that's just a
It's not like a
it's
hash
just like
oil?
an
Or
East
an East
cigarette.
cigarette?
Yeah,
All
it's
right.
something along those lines. Yeah.
Had the marijuana hidden in a Cheetos box.
Well, yes, but that was for my own safety as well. I mean,
So you see the issue.
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And you see the
Severity of it.
severity and the importance of
being honest and talking to you and all of this, yes, I do. I was going to ask what specifically gave me the charge.
Because you brought marijuana. That's okay. That's freezing up right now. Because you brought marijuana up to Fairfield to meet a 13-year-old girl. And all of this chat was talking about coming up and meeting a 13-year-old.
And if I did not bring marijuana with you?
It probably would have been an issue as well. Probably would have been charged that. Because it's the way the statutes are written, it's your 32-year-old man meeting a 13-year-old girl online, coming up to her house when she's alone in her house.
Okay.
That's a problem.
Well, yes, I do understand that.
And that's...
I know. But like I said, immediately when I got there, I said, do you mind if I take a look around? I mean, you know.
I understand that if and I'll go back to your
your
analogy of
yeah.
meeting at the mall.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's not the same thing. There are inherent dangers for you and for a 13-year-old girl for you coming to her house. If you went to your buddy's house, would you say, hey, let me look around, I got to make sure nothing's going on? Make sure there's nobody hiding over there. Right? Of course not.
I trust my buddy. I don't know what's going on.
So
I've never met this person before.
So you're putting a 13-year-old girl into some sort of danger. A 13-year-old who can't make those decisions and judgments on their own because of their age. And that's why they have the law. It's putting a minor, a 13-year-old, at risk of injury. That's the way the statute's written. So, yeah, it would have been...
Even though there was no...
Doesn't matter.
Harm and bring a gun and have any
it's
weapons.
A 13-year-old girl
Yeah.
who can't make those judgments on their own because of their age.
Okay.
And you're a 32-year-old man, grown man, coming to a house. It's a problem.
Fair enough.
Okay. One of the things we're going to do at some point is we're going to get a search warrant and go through your phone or apply for a search warrant. Go through your phone, get copies of everything here. Again, because we want to make sure stuff is the same.
Yeah.
Is there a passcode on your phone?
Yes, there is.
Just so we don't have to.
Yeah, it's 0011.
Do any damage on it? Let me try to. You didn't have any like computers in your car, iPads, something like that you communicate with?
No, just my iPhone. It's my iPhone.
Right. And maybe because you're in the moment, and you have a lot of stuff on you right now. You need to see the bigger picture of.
I understand where you guys are coming from.
It's a problem what you did. Regardless of marijuana, it's a problem. It's a problem. A 32-year-old chatting up a 13-year-old about.
I mean, you can probably see she's chatting me up too.
Oh,
I was not.
I understand it.
Does that do anything or no? Does it matter?
No. Here's the thing. What should happen is you're on Whisper, you're on whatever. Hey, how are you? Like
13 to 5.
I like your app. I like your picture. Whatever. We talk about food. Hey, how old are you? 13. Oh, all right. I'm sure you're very nice, but have a nice day. That's what should be happening. And believe me, I get the whole what you explained. You're going through things and texting and all these apps and it's an easy way to communicate with people. And if you're not overly comfortable doing it face to face or whatever, it's an easy way to do it. I get it. I understand it. 100% I get it. But there's that level of anonymity between the two people that makes it easy. But when you close that gap of anonymity, you have to make sure that you're not dealing with a 13-year-old. Right?